Hi, I'm Olivia Hollaus for Boca Magazine, and boy, do we have a treat for you today on this beautiful Monday. We are joined by Celebrity Housewife, the powerhouse in pigtails, Margaret Josephs. So nice to see you, Margaret.
Oh, Olivia, I'm so happy to reconnect with you. Thanks for having me.
I know. And you know what? Even better yet, we're here today virtually, but you will be here in person in Boca Raton in just a few days on Saturday night at the studio at Mizner Park for an amazing show. It's going to be you, Ramona Singer, and Marisol Patton. What can the audience expect?
I mean, first of all, I am so excited to be there because I think it's opening night at the
Yes.
theater.
Yes.
So we're reopening the theater. What a better way to swing into the holidays with three fun women who are powerhouses, different franchises, and just get the season started right. I mean, we have great holiday stories. We laugh, we cut each other off. I mean, I think it's going to be absolutely hysterical. I think people are in for a real treat, a real fun night.
Yeah, I keep saying it's fun, unfiltered,
Totally unfiltered.
unscripted. Who knows what kind of shenanigans will come out of that night, but it'll be so much fun.
I know. I mean, you can't get three different women who are so unfiltered. You don't know what's going to come out of someone's mouth.
No, I'm co-hosting, and it's making. I mean, I'm like, should I be a little nervous? Should I be? I mean, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little nervous, but I think in a good way. In a good way.
It's going to be great. And I think, you know, what I love about the studio at Mizner Park too, is that it's such an intimate setting. I think the audience will feel like they're sitting in your living room, having a candid conversation. Like it's a really great space. So it's going to be great.
Yeah. And that's what I love, the intimacy of it all. And I think everybody's very familiar with all of us, and we're also engaging, and we love to interact with everybody. So I think that's what's going to be great. And I heard there's going to be some surprises. We might be doing some, lip syncing, and some people will be able to come on stage with us. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it will. Now, you're a trailblazer. To me, you're the ultimate boss, babe. I mean, you wear so many hats. You're a successful entrepreneur, podcaster, author, designer, lifestyle expert. I mean, the list goes on and on. First of all, do you even have time to sleep? And what drives you?
Well, prior to me getting on Housewives, I always was very independent. It was very important for me to make my own money. Growing up with a single mom, the truth is, I always watched her be a hard worker because she had to support us. So I always said I was never going to depend on someone else for my well-being. And though I love to be married, I've had two husbands, and I love having a relationship, you always have to have your own sense of independence and purpose. And working is not just about money, but in enjoying yourself. I really have a passion of working, creating, and doing the next thing. I'm always like, what's happening? What's going on? And I just created a mocktail line called Soiree because I don't drink, even though I'm known to be on a show for drinking. So I always say I'm the mocktail queen, and Lexi, who I created the brand with, is the cocktail queen. And also Marisol, she loves her cockies. I love my mockies.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And, you know, so like you just said, you already had a very successful lifestyle brand before joining the high profile cast. But have you discovered something new about yourself, you know, by being on the show?
Yes, I discovered about myself being on the show is that I am a lot more resilient than I thought I ever was. Because listen, when you're on the show, you are out in the public eye, and all your dirty laundry is out there, all your faults, all your good things, and you're up for public scrutiny. And that's a very hard thing to realize, all your blemishes. Everybody gets to see it. So I think you're in a very vulnerable state. But what comes with that is strength, resilience. Oh, I am so sorry. Why would my phone be ringing? I put it on do not disturb. I am so sorry, Olivia. And yes, I'm so sorry. You realize how strong you really are, and the resilience of being a public figure. And it's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart.
Right. No, it's true. And, you know, it kind of segues to my next question. You are no nonsense. You're as real as they get. You know, what do you think is the biggest misconception that people do have about you?
I think there's two big misconceptions. One, that I don't care about my family. I'm not a mother. I'm not in contact with my children. That I think that is very upsetting sometimes to me, but I think I care so much about my family and my children, I keep them out of the public eye. I've shared intimate stories about my family that I was disconnected from 2 of my children out of 6, by the way. Some of them biological, some of them step, but we are all a very close family. I shared intimate stories, but they choose to stay out of the public eye. And I'm very respectful of that. So there's certain things I'm not willing to share. Yeah. That I have to keep very private, close. So I think people don't get to see that side of me, my maternal side, and I keep that very close to myself, and it's very important to me. The other misconception is because I am so no nonsense and very tough that they don't realize that I am sensitive. And I do have a softer side, and I do cry, but because I bounce back quickly and I am tough, because I've been in business for such a long time before I got on the show, doesn't mean that I'm not soft and sensitive as well.
I have to say you're one of the sweetest people I've had the chance to.
Thank you.
So yeah, you definitely wear your heart on your sleeve. So yeah.
Thank you.
So a little bit of a fun question, and I have a feeling you've probably been asked this before, but if you were to be stuck on a deserted island, which of the 3 other housewives would you want right there by your side?
From my franchise or any?
It could be any franchise, anywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to have to think very, very hard. Who knows how to cook? Who's an amazing cook from another franchise? I'm trying to think. Well, I always say Kyle Richards because she has a good wardrobe. Though she's a little smaller than me at this point. So I want someone I could really borrow clothes from. Marisol, because she's a really good time. Yeah. So she's absolutely amazing. Who's really, maybe I'd have to say someone from Beverly Hills who has a private plane. Who has a private plane that could get us off the island in case there's an issue? I would have to say somebody who has a private jet.
I love it.
What's a private jet? Which one of our housewives has a private jet?
I more than one. So I think you would be in very good.
I'd always have to take my girl Dolores because she's very tough also. I mean, it's a very hard question because I'd like to say I'm very ingenious and I trust my instincts, but I'd have to take somebody who has the private jet, the good wardrobe, and the good cook.
Well, listen, you trump me right there. You're like, who has a private jet? I'm off the island. That's not even an issue.
Exactly. It's not even an issue like that. I mean, I guess that would have to be Kathy Hilton. I don't think, I want to put her down as the most capable of all of us, but I think she's capable enough to get us off there.
Absolutely. And you being there too. No issues there. Well, you've got also a really great podcast, and the cutest name, by the way, Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget. And you get to co-host that with, your dear friend and longtime partner in crime, right? Lexi,
yes.
What is it that you hope that listeners take with them after each episode?
This podcast, listen, everybody does pop culture so well. You don't need another housewife doing pop culture. So Lexi and I said, we're very entrepreneurial. So it's a very entrepreneur real podcast. So I always say we're business light. We're not about have a business plan, do this. We want to know the nitty gritty of how people start their business, dreamers, disruptors in any industry. And it's really an inspirational podcast about how people could start their own business and inspire everybody else to really live their dream. And that's what it's about. So I hope people could take away from it of just like, go dive in to your dream or whatever you want to do and how you can achieve it. And that's really what I want people to take away, to feel inspired.
Well, I love it. I listen to it. I really do love it.
Thank you.
Myself. So, and the name is absolutely so cute. And the two of you have such like great, energy together. So it's really
thank you so much.
It really is. So listen, we all think we know you, right? From seeing you on TV and social media. What is something that most people wouldn't know about you?
Oh my God, people see me out on the town all the time. I'm out every single night. I love to socialize. I am a big entertainer, party goer, but truthfully, my favorite thing is I'm a homebody more than people realize. I love to stay home. I love to just be with my family, lay on the sofa. And most people have FOMO. I always say I have JOMO, the joy of missing out. And I love to really stay home and be in my home. I really love it so much. And that's really what I am about, is my family. But that's something that is the reason I keep it private. That's something I hold very dear to my heart. So I think what I keep close to me is what people don't know about. And I think that's what they don't realize.
And that's special, and that should stay that way, right?
Yeah, it's special and should stay that way. I want it untainted.
Yeah, love that. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up with a very quick fire Q&A. Our viewers,
great.
I promise you guys, Margaret has not seen these questions.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Nothing. So are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Favorite quote or life motto?
Life motto. Oh, I would say it's my own quote. It doesn't matter where you started. It doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters where you're going.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where like where you began. It just matters where you're going. It doesn't determine where you're going.
Love that. What are you currently binge watching?
Oh my God. I just finished White Lotus.
Oh, good.
White Lotus. I mean, last night just finished it, and Yellowstone.
Oh, that's on my to watch list. Biggest pet peeve?
Chip toenails. So I cannot see anybody with chip nails or chip toenails. That repulses me. I have a weird thing about it. No one who works for me, anybody who does it, it's a weird OCD thing with me.
I promise you I'll be getting a manicure before you come.
Oh my God. It's like no one has ever witnessed me with a chip nail or chip toenail. I will run. I mean, to a manicure pet. No one's ever seen. Joe has not seen my toenails naked.
Not really.
Not one of my, no.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm making that appointment now. Celebrity style crush.
Celebrity style crush. I would have to say, oh my God. Who's my celebrity style crush now? Years ago, I would say it was Bianca Jagger. She had the cool rock and roll, amazing vibe of just like classic and rock and roll glamour. Who do I look to now? I love a Casey Musgraves. I love her style as well. I mean, there's probably a few people that I like to mix. I would say like a Casey Musgraves. I love her style.
Love that. Favorite holiday tradition?
Favorite holiday tradition, Christmas Eve, cuddling up with my family, watching A Christmas Story. We watch that a lot.
The classic. Favorite comfort food?
Oh, French fries.
Oh,
I am such a French fry person. If there's something wrong, French fries, best therapy. McDonald's French fries, drive-through. Nothing makes the bad news go away like French fries.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I always say to my kids, McDonald's French fries are seriously the best French fries.
Oh, I don't care. Burger King, Wendy's, they don't compare. McDonald's French fries, I don't know what they put in there, something addictive, but I have to have them.
Oh my God, you and I both. And if you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
Unlimited supply of one thing. Let me think. What's my unlimited supply of one thing? Maybe Charlotte Tilbury Kim K lipstick.
All right. And last but not least,
because I go through it so quickly. I mean, everyone yells at me, Margaret, you put on lipstick 25 times a day.
And that's why you look fabulous.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And last but not
dental floss. I'm a known flosser. I floss way too much also.
That's not a bad addiction. Best piece of advice you've gotten from your fabulous mom?
There's a famous line I always say, spend your last dollar on a lipstick. That's probably not the best advice. Just always be authentic. Don't pretend to be something you're not.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great way to leave our chat today, Margaret. Thank you so much for your time. You are fabulous. And
thank you, Olivia.
Can't wait to see you this Saturday.
Oh my God. I can't wait. I cannot wait to all be together in warm, fabulous Boca with everybody. Thank you. I look forward.
And there's still a few tickets left. So to our viewers, please, please, please come join us. This will be the place to be. I know it's a busy time of year. There's a lot of parties, boat parades here in South Florida, but this is the place you want to be. So we will put the link to the Ticketmaster in our post. So thank you, Margaret. You're awesome. And see you in a few days.
In a few days. I can't wait to be in sunny Florida. Thanks, Olivia. See all you guys there. Bye.